You may remember this man for the controversial comments he made about Republican healthcare proposals last September.
If you get sick, America, the Republican healthcare plan is this. Die quickly. That's right. The Republicans want you to die quickly if you get sick.
Now Florida Democratic Congressman Alan Grayson is calling on Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid to use the so-called nuclear option to pass its healthcare reform plan, or at least to curtail some of the arguments about it. Thank you, Congressman, for joining us on the programme. What, in essence, is a suggestion here that in order to curtail or guillotine the debate, rather than 60 out of 100 votes, you should only need, is it 55 that you're calling for?
Well, what's happening is the Republicans are using the filibuster rule to disable the government. And we can't let that happen. People depend upon us to make the right decisions and pass laws that are going to help them. And if we can't do that because of Republican obstructionism, it's time to change the rules. We've done it before. The rule used to be 67, now it's 60. Looks like we're going to have to change it to 55. And
I guess you kind of need it. Of the 100 seats there, your own Senate Majority Leader can call on 59 with the 2 independents versus 49. It's a very tight margin, isn't it?
Well, only because the Republicans stand steadfast against anything that's useful. That's the fundamental problem we have, and the filibuster rule is being abused. In the last years, the Republicans used it twice as often as anybody had ever used it before, Democrat or Republican. That's why we've established a petition at the Stop Senate Stalling website, stopsenatestalling.com, and we've got over 6,000 people who have already signed on.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the Bush administration passed some very controversial legislation on, as you say, just a simple majority vote. Isn't the point of having a higher bar on this that you get a debate in the Senate? There's a lot of stuff to work through. It's not like it's been, you know, given down on high from the Obama camp, is it? They've got to work through and scrutinize the legislation.
Not when people are dying. You know, we have 122 Americans who are dying every single day because they don't have health care in this country, according to a Harvard study that I cited on the floor of the House. And I think we've realized now that for months the Senate's been debating about whether to debate. Now they had a vote on whether to debate, and now they're going to debate. That doesn't make any sense. We have needs that need to be taken care of. The country needs to make progress. They need change. That's what people voted for. And the obstructionists in the Senate are going to have to stand down.
Do you know what Harry Reid's likely to do with the petition? Have you spoken to him? Is he welcoming it? Does he want to run with it?
No, but I think Harry Reid, like everyone else in America, is feeling pretty frustrated by Republican obstruction right now, and he's just as anxious to do something about it as anyone else.
Can I just ask, I'm a guest in your country, but in Britain there is a huge amount of concern about the way that everything has become so bipartisan, and you just don't get the constructive political debate that perhaps you might all want. Do you see any chance of that turning around in this country?
I think the Republicans have to realize that America's not going to stand for it.
It's not all about the Republicans, though, is it, in fairness?
I think it is. I think we're seeing things we've never seen before. As I just explained to you, in the last 2 years, the Republicans have filibustered twice as much as anyone in history, and now they're going to break a new record this year. They're going to set a new record and break it next year.
OK, so we should watch with interest how you fare with that petition. Thank you very much. Congressman Grayson joining us there on the Kudlow Report. Coming up, is there a global conspiracy behind the science of